Come on.
Nancy Pelosi.
Let's check who's next on the naughty list. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for your next comedian. The very, very funny, first time here on the Funny Funny One show. Put your hands together for Nancy Witter. All the respect.
Thank you, Santa. Cameron Smith is available for children's parties if anyone is interested. So he's going to get a coal in his stocking, I think. So I am Nancy Witter, and I just moved here from New York. And I got to tell you, the people down here have been fantastic. The women have been very supportive. They all came up to me privately and they said, Nancy, I want to tell you something. Down here, if a Southern woman says to you, bless your heart, she's really stabbing you in the back. I said, thank you very much. But see, where I come from, they stab you in the front with a knife. So I'm pretty good with the bless your heart. And I have to tell you, in New York, we also have a secret code. If we don't like you, we say, go fuck yourself. We have that. And as soon as you get to a new place, when you're someone my age, the very first thing you do is seek out medical professionals immediately. So I go to a doctor, make an appointment, and for the first time in my life, I was asked what my preferred pronoun is. And I have a big problem with that. Because I don't know what a pronoun is. I came in for a pap smear. I didn't know there was going to be another test. And I don't like going to the doctor. I think they're very judgmental. It starts at the scale, and then it just gets worse from there. And they ask, very judgy questions. They go through the whole thing, and then they go, do you smoke? I said, cigarettes? No. He said, do you drink? I said, yes. He said, how much? I said, enough. He said, do you ever have more than 2 drinks? I said, constantly. He said, well, I think you have a drinking problem. I said, why? Because I have more than 2 drinks? He said, no, because when you gave me your urine sample, I found an olive in it. So that was an indication there's a problem. I do like to drink, and I think that's because I come from a very large Irish Catholic family. There were 16 in my family growing up. I remember saying to my mother as a kid, Mom, where did my name come from? And she looked at me and said, what is your name? I had no idea. I don't really care. And these people, my parents, when they had a Christmas party, or any party, they would have bridge, for instance, on a Tuesday night. It was just an excuse for a woman to get drunk in a dress. It was always like, bridge, we have to go to the liquor store and load up. And let me tell you something. That greatest generation, the World War II vets, they saved the world, and when they came back, they celebrated the war being over for the rest of their lives. And they aren't pussies like us. They're not drinking Pinot Grigio, which you can also get at the cheese board downtown, delicious. They're not drinking Pinot Grigio and Michelob Ultra. They had dangerous sounding drinks. Martinis, Manhattans. They had the Rusty Nail, the Alabama Slammer. They had the Harvey Wallbanger. They don't call it that anymore. Now they call it the Harvey Weinstein. Because it's an ugly little drink and you have one and you're fucked. But these people, right, they could drink like they were out of their minds. And my parents would leave my house on a Saturday night as Walter and Dolores McDougal. They would come home at 2:30 in the morning as Liz Taylor and Richard Burton in Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf. It was like insane, and now everyone is very careful about everything. So now, of course, Christmas is coming, and everyone, especially women my age, so like, I love Christmas. Don't you love Christmas? Christmas can go fuck itself. Because I'm going to tell you a quick story, and then I'll get out of here. Then I'll get the hell out of here. But, so I was a single mother for 20 years, didn't have a dime to my name, and the first Christmas that I was single, I had gotten divorced, and I had a 3-year-old and a 4-year-old, and I have nothing. But my ex-husband was remarried. It's December 23rd, and I said, listen, I'm going to get paid today, and I'm going to take that check, and I am going to go buy the kids some stuff. I know I owe the electric company, and they're going to turn the phone off, and I used to think, do they really turn the phone off? Yes, they do, actually, they turn the phone off. So I said, I don't care, I'm gonna throw caution to the wind and get these kids some stuff. So my ex-husband calls and says, I just want you to know, I got Annie the Barbie car, and I got Michael the G.I. Joe complete kit. So every one of their childhood dreams are gonna be made true by their father. I had bought them chalk, so and then people said to me, they go, all my friends are dead. Nancy, it doesn't matter, you know what? That's not why kids love their parents. They're not going to love him more. I said, have you met kids? Of course they're going to love him. I would love him more. So I had like a nervous breakdown over this, that I don't have any money. So they're at daycare, and I'm going to pick them up, and I just said to myself, what? Just think, Nancy, you're panicking. There's a way around this. And I thought to myself, think of your blessings. And I said to myself, I am blessed because my children are idiots. They're idiots. They're 3 and 4. They don't know anything. I'm like, you're not smart, but you're smarter than them. And I also am, again, I'm going to brag a little bit, very blessed because I'm a gifted liar. So I knew how to lie to the idiots. So I go to pick them up, and I came up with this great idea. I said, you know what kids like? There's 2 things they like. Food and more. They just, at Christmas, they just want more. It wouldn't matter if you got them a Game Boy for $1,000. They'd be like, what else you got? Couple that with them being idiots, it was like a blessing from God. So I go pick them up at daycare. They're in the back seat, and I said to them, I go, guess who I talked to today on the phone? You know, they're picking their nose. They're like, who? I said, Santa Claus. And it's like, they're like, are you joking me right now, Mom? I'm like, no. Guess what he said you can have for Christmas? Anything you want for breakfast. And then they go like, I said, no, anything. You want M&Ms? You can have M&Ms, ice cream, brownies, pizza, whatever you want. So now they're like, because I can see the squirrel running around there like, oh my God, I didn't have M&Ms for. I'm like a normal kid would be like, no, I want a solid, like a Game Boy. But they're like, all right, I'll take that. That sounds good to me. So I said to myself, cool, that's what I'm gonna. So I said, but you have to let Santa know, because he's got to go food shopping. They're waking me up in the middle of the night. My son Michael's like, Mom, can I have pizza, also with bacon, also with a brownie, also with ice cream, with that? I'm like, yes, you can. So we get the get list. I know what I'm gonna make them. And then I said, you've been blessed with idiots. They're 3 and 4. Now, mind you, my other friends are like, if I don't get a Cabbage Patch doll, Christmas will be ruined. I'm like, don't worry about it. I got my kids gum and chalk, so you gotta have the bar very low, like very, very, very low. So I said, kids want more. I got every box I could find. And I put like a mitten in one box and a mitten in another. I didn't even put a pack of gum in one. I put a piece of gum in one. There was 1,000 gifts under the tree. They wake up and they couldn't wait to go through the gifts because they wanted to get to the food, right? So they're opening it up. And just as a mother, I have to tell you, my heart was so warmed when I saw my son go, I'm gonna And then 10 minutes later, he was like, I got another menu. So I would give them, then we went over and we had the brownies and we had ice cream. And then I realized how many things, the wrong messages I keep giving the children. I'm like, no talking to strangers. Unless he is a very fat man with a red suit on, then it's perfectly fine. Don't take candies from strangers unless it's Halloween and you're dressed up in a costume knocking on a stranger's door, then it's perfectly fine. And then I said to them, let's not tell Daddy, okay, about our little Christmas here, because we don't want to get Child Protective Services involved. So you should never keep a secret, except for this secret. And while they had their hot cocoa, I had an Irish coffee, and everybody was happy. And that is my Hallmark movie. I'm Nancy Witter. Thank you very much, everybody.
Nancy Witter. All right, okay, Nancy Witter. All right, good one. No respect.